Hello everybody, Demon Red Mist here, and as the title says, I'm on GT Sport. I'm going to do a bit of drifting around Suzuka. Now, I've been doing a drift challenge some time ago, and I had to stop doing it because I hurt my thumb quite badly. But a few days ago, I did a live stream where I was looking at new drift cars, and I found one. And ever since that day, I've been wanting to come on and do some more drifting. I tried to get a few of the DGT guys to come and do a bit with me the other day, but they just weren't interested. The boring fuckers. And to be honest, I would like one of the guys, or even a couple of the guys, to give it a go and try and see if they can get into a bit of drifting, and then maybe we can do a bit of close drifting around a track like people do in real life. Because personally I think it'd look really, really cool. You're going to get a blue screen in a second, so I need to turn my wheel on. So I've been really wanting to do some drifting now. I was hoping to get on to do some driving last night, but I had a really bad back, so I wasn't able to get on. So I'm going to try today, but I've still got my bad back, so I don't know if this is going to do me in or not. But anyway, I'm going to head over to Suzuka, and I'm going to go to the Suzuka short circuit, because one of the things when I was doing my drift challenges previously was it started off with wanting to drift around the Nordschleife, and I was working on that. But then I decided, you know what, clearly I need to learn a little more about drifting, so I shall basically work my way up to the Nordschleife. So that's kind of what this is. So I'm going to go like Suzuka short, and then I'm going to go to potentially Suzuka long is what I'm thinking. But I've already also got another track in mind. Oh, it's not showing me livery on the car. That's boring. Now, I am using the Nissan Fairlady Z33. I found this to be an absolutely brilliant drift car. I've just realised I've come into drift trial, and I didn't want to. I wanted to come into time trial, because drift trial, yes, okay, it gives you drift points, but you can't just do lap after lap, and you don't get to do the whole course either, so I'm going to have to back out of this. But yeah, so I'm using the Nissan Fairlady 350Z, which, as you can see here, has got my highest score on drifting around here. Now, when I came online a couple of days ago and I was trying to get a few of the other guys to give drifting a go, I mean, I would be more than happy to help them learn how to do it. And I also think it helps massively for a simple from a driving stroke racing perspective. I've lost Suzuka. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, when I came on the other day and none of them were interested in giving it a go, I did go and have a blast, and I did manage to drift around the whole of the Suzuka short circuit. That's better for the livery. Yeah, all the way round 2 or 3 laps. So I was like, okay, I believe that I could comfortably do a live stream attempting to do the same thing and completely fuck it up. But basically, I enjoyed it enough for me to come and try and give it a go, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, the car, I have taken some weight off it, and I have also increased the power a little bit. Now, in trial here, I do need to check and make sure that, yeah, it is on the drift setting. So, yeah, I've taken all of the weight off it. I haven't put all of the power on it, though, because I feel I didn't need to. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and drift around the Suzuka short circuit, and the aim of the challenge is to do a whole lap without actually going off the track. So I'm just going to drive around, try and enjoy myself, and hopefully get a decent replay out of it. Now, you can slag off me car livery if you like. I didn't spend an absolute age on it. I just spent a little bit of time on it to have something different than the plain red. Now, although I said I was drifting around here quite comfortably the other day, one of the things I wasn't trying to do was sort of drift down the straight and get it linked up into the first corner drift. This might not be too bad. I got a little too aggressive. Now, from the few runs that I've done recently, I can pretty much hold fourth gear for most of the drifts, with a come down to third for the entry to the final corner and for the entry into turn 2. Oh, I didn't get it wide enough. So yeah, so this bit I'll be coming down to third gear for. I should have turned Ghost off. Ooh, that's overcooked it. Right, let me see if I can turn the Ghost off, because it would just piss me off otherwise. Oh, I can't turn it off there. Oh, okay. I'll turn it off on the main screen. I mean, it probably wouldn't be too bad if the Ghost at least had your livery on it, but it doesn't. Well, David, work those hands. Ah, it's too soon for the final for the first corner even. I'm going too fast. And one of the things with drifting that I have learnt is that you don't have to be going 150 mile an hour, because it's not about your speed, it's about being sideways. There's a bit of a rough run. I did so much better than this the other day when no one was watching. Oh, you overcooked it again, you tool. Right, calm yourself down and I've let it come back. No, wrong button. Come on, Dave. You can do better than that, my friend. I'm getting a bit overcorrective with the wheel. Come on. don't do it again. Come on, save that. Getting me timing wrong of on and off throttle down the street. Now it is possible that in the time trial mode that there might be a different type of grip on the track compared to if you're in on drift trial. Which, if that's the case, I might actually need just a little bit more power. Anybody dizzy yet? Ah! Right, I'm going to watch the replay of that, but then I'm thinking I am going to just give an extra little bit of power because I'm thinking that there is a tiny little bit more grip available, because I'm trying to sort of kick the rear out and it's just gripping up a little bit more than I would like. It's definitely not sliding as easily as it was in the drift trial mode, or even in the online lobby actually. Yep, that's the grass, Dave. So I'm losing the rear more on the exit of a corner rather than on the way in, which is more like a normal race car rather than a drift car. So. Who wants cones anyway? Yeah, that's not too good. Yeah, so there is trying to grip up again, which is obviously what I don't want. So that's where I'd need the extra little bit of power just to keep the rear stepping out. And again. And not too bad around there, but I'd still rather it be a little more sideways. Right. Okay, so let's go and add another. There's 50 available, so add another 15 on. Okay, yeah, that's more like it. See, now the car wants to go sideways, which is what it was like when I found it, basically. Wants to go sideways a little bit too much there. Right, now for the timing of... Okay, oh no, I'm actually on a decent line there. Apart from going on the grass. Okay. That's better. That wasn't. I just gave it a bit too much of a flick in. But now when fourth gear's quite happily wheel spinning up. Even if I come off throttle for a moment, it's still happily spinning up, which is what I want. Come on, David, what are you doing? Driving like a bell end is what you're doing. You know what, I think it might be just a tiny little bit too much power. Just gonna spin around. Come on, Dave, you've got to get the rear out more there, my friend. Okay. Right, so definitely had better wheel spin, but I'm going to knock the power down just a tiny little bit. Now I could also play about with the settings on the car, but I'm not going to do that. And the main reason for that is I've driven this car in drift trial and it was perfect. When it almost felt like I was going in slow motion while drifting, but the drifts were brilliant. Okay, I'm not getting this right at all. Yeah, that's the right type of line, that is. didn't give it enough throttle then. Ah, come on, you need to rear out more there, David. Overcooked that slightly. Oh, come on, you tool. Bloody typical. Drift round here with these the other day. Live stream it, and I do fucking shite. Ah! Fucking got my hands wrong on the fucking steering wheel. Now, it's possible that I'm just trying too hard. Which is leading me to fuck up. I'm starting to get a bit pissed off with myself now because I can do this. I've done it. Come on, go sideways, you bitch. It's getting a little frustrating. It's driving nothing like it was. Right, I'm going to go to the drift trial, right? Because I just want to see the difference in handling. Because it's the car setup is exactly the same, except for I've got 10 points extra power there. It's got me thinking now if I did it at a different time of day the other day, because that does have a massive effect on the level of grip on a track. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the 10 points of power off. Right, so back to the normal power rating, and let's see if it's just me or if there's a clear difference in how it's handling. That already felt different. It feels very, very different. That was so easy. Oh. So what the fuck? Right, okay. So now I'll go back into time trial. I'll put it at the same time of day. Which was noon there. I mean, not being daft, but should drift trial have less grip? Or should drift trial have a completely different handling set? If you're on the drift setup, you're on the drift setup. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'm not going to try drifting down the straight for the moment. It's trying to grip up on the front end and I don't want it to. For fuck's sake. Okay, well, the difference in grip, very interesting to know, but means I've now got to drive differently to accomplish pretty much the same thing, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, really. I mean, on the drift trial, I was able to pretty much just keep my foot planted, but if I do that, oh, the car's doing different things. If I wasn't coming off the throttle a bit there, I'd have gone even wider than I actually did. Unless I'm just thinking I will, but actually I won't. Oh well. Oh, no, don't go over there. Come on, should be able to do that in just one nice long drift, not two fucking separate ones. Definitely handles differently, and that is, I must admit, that's pissed me off. I mean, what would be good with the drift trials on this actually would be, because basically on the drift trials you don't get points for drifting on a straight, but if you watch drifting, they drift on a straight. So if they actually had gates to go through down the straights for the drifts, it'd help you learn how to drift down a straight. No, too much. Ah. Oh no, it's going off. You fucking... you twat. Hello and welcome to my channel where I swear all day. That's better, that's the wrong button. I am trying to rag it a bit now just to see if I need to be a bit more aggressive on the throttle. All part of learning how it's going to want me to drive to be able to accomplish the same result. need to kick that rear out more, David. Not that much though. That's better. That's too soon, mate. Too soon. Maybe that's why I'm not getting one big drift there. I'm turning in too soon. Done that again. Oh, no, 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 no. Interestingly, my throttle inputs have to be different compared to drift trial, but also my steering inputs, which on drift trial is actually very, very easy. You can happily let go of the wheel at certain points to let it opposite lock itself and stuff like that, but actually on this it's a lot more physical. Okay, yeah, so I was turning in too soon at turn 1. Fuck that up. See, I'm letting go of the steering wheel to let it opposite lock itself, but it's not doing it anywhere near as well as it was in drift trial. Yeah, so I turned in early again that time, and I've had to set myself up for turn 2. Okay. Oh, don't go in too soon, Dave. Now, something I hadn't thought of was on drift trial I'm comfortably able to use 4th gear. Maybe I do need to use more 3rd gear, but 3rd gear is topping out too much. I think I might just make 3rd gear a little bit longer and see what happens. I'm definitely having to work a hell of a lot harder to get Wrong way to get that to work. Now this might not work. I might be better off shortening the gears, but I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think it's quite working right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten fourth instead. Well, I was not expecting this to be a massive fucking challenge today, but okay, so even though I turned in too soon there, I was able to get the rear out a little more. No, doing things wrong there, Dave. Come on. Okay, so through the knuckles it definitely felt much better in fourth gear. I mean, I was a bit all over the place. That's my fault. Oh no, don't grip, oh you bitch. I was actually going quite nicely. It was definitely much better with a shorter fourth. It fucking keeps gripping on the front end while I'm opposite locking. I do not want that. Okay, yeah, this is definitely feeling better. I was able to let go of the wheel then, and it opposite lock itself. Oh, I thought I might have got lucky then. That's too tight. Okay, so after all this fucking about then, with difference of handling, why would I need to shorten fourth gear to get it to effectively drive the same way as it did on drift trial? Well, it's still not exact because the front is still trying to grip up on occasion. Oh no! Holy shit! Oh. Okay, now that at least this is a bit more fun. This is a bit more enjoyable. The only thing is, I'm kind of slowly running out of how much time I've got today. See, that was so much better than I've done on all of the other runs. That obviously not so good. the front gripped up. Did I get every one of them? Oh no, I missed 3. There we go. One nice long big fucking drift round the final corner. I guess in a way you could probably say if I pieced together all the best corners or the best times I went round each corner, you could probably say there's a full lap. But annoyingly, I must have spent the first more than 3/4 of this fucking stream trying to work out what was going on with the car and the level of grip. Had I had the car set up how it is now at the start, I'd have been enjoying this a hell of a lot more. I did finally get the other 3 cones. How many laps did I fucking do on this one? Oh, this will be the last one. Okay. Time's at 7:45. Right, I am going to have to be getting off soon, so I haven't got time to go and spend more time getting a lap around here and then going to the full Suzuka circuit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to a different track just to give it a try, because I'm interested to see if it's one that could be for the next challenge, which is not the Nordschleife but the Grand Prix track. I'm quite interested to know if most of the track has got a good enough flow to be able to drift. Oh, getting old, my legs are fucking hurting. Now, one of the reasons that I'll be going offline is because tonight we've got the I'll Tell You What TV F1 podcast to do. It ain't going to be a long one tonight. Usually we'd do them at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday, but today James has asked if we can start a bit later, so it's going to be about 8:30 or 9 o'clock, but I want to give myself a good half hour to prepare, which is why I'm going to be going off shortly. Right. Ooh. Don't hit the wall! Oh, that was close. I'm going to try third gear, I reckon. That needs second. Ah! Might actually need a completely different gear ratio for this track. But one thing I will do is I'll do different setup sheets for different tracks. Now this could be a brilliant corner to drift, but it could also be an absolute pain in the arse. A little too soon for the turn in there. That's going to be too soon. Right, so was it second gear I said I'm going to need for turn one, or at least I think I do, because when I tried it in third, the rear had just gone around too much. Got to use your throttle, Dave. Gonna hit the wall. Ah, bollocks. It's actually got some very nice corners for drifting around. Oh, fuck that up. That's gonna go wide. Ooh, yeah. Right, I'll give it one more lap and then I shall have a look at the old replay. Oh no, wrong gear. Bollocks. I got the first of those two, absolutely lovely. Second one, not quite so good. Going in a bit quick. No, it was actually a really good lap until then. That was very enjoyable. It's a surprisingly nice track. Well, it's not surprising. It's one of the reasons I've come here is because there's a few corners, like the hairpin, that are interesting for drifting around. Yeah, okay, it might be the slowest car I've taken around this track so far on time trial, but it's not about that. It would seem as well that at the moment my Achilles heel is the really slow corners, like turn one here and the final chicane. But of the tracks that I've been on, not really got corners like these two. Oh, excuse me. Interestingly, it didn't feel as tough to drift around here as it did around Suzuka, but maybe it's because of the slight gear change that I've made. Very nice. I wasn't too bad through the first part, but I was in a bit too low a gear to really kick it around for the second one. I was looking at trying to do the final corner in fourth gear and never really got it spot on and nowhere near the apex. I'd have liked to have had the nose near the wall, not the start of the wall, but the rest of it. This bit is lovely to drift around. Because it automatically sets you up. Now, maybe nowhere near the apex, but I have drifted. But that's the wall. One thing I would say is if any of the DGT drivers are watching this, I would always recommend trying to learn how to do some of this power sliding, because it does help in race situations. Obviously you do not want to be power sliding in a race, but if you find yourself in a situation where your rear is out, you know what to do to control it. So I know it's happened to me a few times, perhaps get tagged on the rear, it kicks the rear out, we'll manage to save it, or I fuck up a corner and I'm able to still make it. And a lot of it, or most of it, or all of it is down to trying to learn how to drift. Because it's all about car control, it's a controlled crash, so it's one of the reasons why I want to get James. I want to try and teach James how to do a bit of drifting, because I know he likes rallying, and a big part of rallying is being sideways, so I think he'd love this. But I don't know if he's got the patience. I mean, I must admit, I know I've said it before, but I have been trying to learn how to drift for a long fucking time. We're talking over a decade. Unfortunately, there hasn't really been any games that have actually allowed me the car physics or more realistic car physics to try and learn what would happen until the likes of R Factor 2 when I was playing on that, and this of course. So nowhere near the apex, but it was a drift. Oh, fuck that one up. At some point as well, I'm probably going to spend a bit more time on the livery on this car. Excuse me. Changing a few things on it. That was probably the best I took it. Right, well, time to bring this stream to an end. So at some point, obviously, I am going to try and continue this. Now that I've got the car set up better for Suzuka, I will go back there and I will fucking do it. I will complete it. So yeah, feel free to come and check that out, or have a look for I'll tell you what.tv YouTube channel for F1 podcasts. Usually they're quite funny. And also check out Dynamic GT League on YouTube for their race videos. Anyway, have a good one, folks. I've been Demon Red Mist, and I'll see you all again soon.